Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee, the only source you need for the latest Star Wars news, leaks, official clips, trailers, behind the scenes, TV spots, and more.
Standard Jedi mission protocol.
While you're here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that bell notification so that you're always notified the second a new Star Wars video goes live.
I want more.
But with that out of the way, let's get into a galaxy far, far away and talk about today's video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the fact that Ahsoka is going to have some crossover. Now we already know that Ahsoka has had crossovers before. We saw her introduced in The Mandalorian, and we saw her come into the book of Boba Fett as well. So Ahsoka is no stranger to crossing over into another character's show, but now we have the fact that Skeleton Crew, there are news that Ahsoka is going to be coming in to Skeleton Crew somehow, that's going to be setting up the second season of the show. This was from Jason Ward over at Making Star Wars, who has a terrific track record when it comes to all of these kinds of leaks. So the fact that Jason is saying this already gives it a ton of credibility, which is why I'm even making a video on it. Obviously, not much is known about Skeleton Crew. What we do know, you can check out on the channel. We have videos about it. We talked about the release date a little while back, but there isn't any public footage of this show that has been seen. It has very much to this point relied on word of mouth. There is no official teaser thus far, although they did do a preview for those who were in attendance at Star Wars Celebration Europe. However, we still don't know much about the show, but apparently the show is going to be setting up Ahsoka Season 2 in some way. Whether that's a direct is likely not the case. It's likely going to be setting up some kind of plot point for it. Because as Jude Law puts it, he says this: there may or may not be some crossovers. Now, you know the rule in Star Wars and this channel, and the way I look at it, this is checked out ever since I created the channel, going back to the Kenobi series, which we started talking about before the Rise of Skywalker was even out. So we got a track record. I got a track record on that. He says this: there may or may not be some crossovers. That means there will be some crossovers, because otherwise you don't bring it up, period. He says this: it's the New Republic era. For us, New Republic era, let's clarify, that is the time after the Empire fell. So that's currently in the same time frame that The Mandalorian takes place, the Book of Boba Fett takes place, Ahsoka takes place. It's between the fall of the Empire, right, while we're still seeing that grasp for power, which is what we saw with Moff Gideon. Now we're seeing with Thrawn's return and Ahsoka, so it's kind of like that. So he says this, continuing: for us, it was great era because as much of the New Republic is trying to bring things back, it's kind of a lawless time. So there's a lot of danger. If we had said it earlier, the kids would have probably met the Empire and just got shut down. This is more of a galaxy to get lost in. So right there we have that as well. So he says this as well: in this world, this series, it had the right amount of elbow room maneuverability that each of the directors coming in were able to bring their own perspective. So there's definitely a flavor of the Daniels as much as there is from everyone else. And the directors include Bryce Dallas Howard, the Daniels, David Lowery, John Watts, Lee Isaac Chung. So we have information about the show, but we don't have any concrete news. But the fact that Making Star Wars is reporting that there's going to be a crossover with Ahsoka in some way, and the fact that Jude Law even brought it up, indicates that there will be some kind of crossover, giving this even more credibility. So I just wanted to make you guys aware of that. We haven't had a lot of news on the Skeleton Crew front, but this is something, so there's that. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching, and may God bless you, and the Force be with you always.
Is it over already? Oh, man!
If you enjoyed this episode, and frankly, even if you didn't, don't forget to subscribe.
Do it.
And if you want to help spread the word, please give this video a thumbs up and tell your friends to subscribe. Please check out the official Star Wars Coffee merchandise, and don't forget to check out all of the content playlists on this channel, including The Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, and much more.